Chapter 1. The Arrival. The starship Elysium's dawn drifted silently through the void, its engines humming softly as it orbited the uncharted planet designated X-4279. Captain Elias Voss leaned back in his command chair, rubbing his tired eyes. The mission was simple. Survey the planet for potential colonization. Routine. Boring. That was until the distress signal. A garbled transmission, barely audible, cut through the static. A voice, soft, melodic, yet urgent, whispered a single phrase. "Spend the night with me." Elias frowned. "Lieutenant, run a diagnostic on that signal." Was that a woman's voice? Lieutenant Kara Chen adjusted her headset. Strange. The dialect isn't in any database, but the translation matrix parsed it as an invitation. Before Elias could respond, the ship's proximity alarms blared. A small, sleek vessel, unlike any human design, materialized on their scanners, hovering just off their starboard bow. "Captain," Kara said, her voice tense. "It's hailing us." Elias took a deep breath. "Open a channel." The view screen flickered to life, revealing a figure that stole the breath from his lungs. She was humanoid, tall, slender, with iridescent silver skin that shimmered like liquid mercury. Her eyes, large and luminous, glowed a deep violet. Delicate, elongated fingers brushed against the screen as she spoke, her voice like a whispered melody. "You heard my call. Come to me, Elias Voss. Spend the night with me, and learn how my kind loves." The transmission cut out. Silence. Then chaos. "Captain, that ship just launched a docking tether." Kara shouted. Elias gripped the armrests. Evasive maneuvers. Too late. A magnetic clamp locked onto the Elysium's dawn, sealing their fate. The alien woman was boarding. Chapter 2. The Offer. The airlock hissed open, and she stepped aboard. Close, she was even more mesmerizing. Her form was draped in flowing, translucent robes that shifted colors with her movements. She carried no weapons, yet the crew instinctively stepped back, everyone except Elias. "You know my name," he said, keeping his voice steady. "What do you want?" Her lips curled into a smile, revealing pearlescent teeth. "I am Lyria of the Veil Fairy, and I have chosen you." "Chosen me for what?" She stepped closer, her scent like starlight and something deeper, intoxicating. "My people are dying. Our males were lost to the great silence. We seek new bonds." Elias's pulse quickened. "You're asking for reproduction." She laughed, the sound like chimes. "No, something more. A merging of souls. A night of passion, and in return, I will show you pleasures beyond human comprehension." The crew exchanged uneasy glances. Elias swallowed hard. "And if I refuse?" Lyria's smile faded. "Then my ship's AI will consider yours a threat, and eliminate it." A tense silence followed. Finally Elias nodded. "One night." Lyria's eyes gleamed. "Then let us begin." Chapter 3. The Night. Her quarters aboard her vessel were unlike anything Elias had seen. The walls pulsed with bioluminescent veins, the air thick with an intoxicating fragrance. A bed, if it could be called that, floated in the center, shaped like a crescent moon. Lyria turned to him, her robes slipping from her shoulders, revealing a body both alien and achingly beautiful. "Human love is fleeting," she murmured, tracing a finger down his chest. "But we bond eternally." Elias's breath hitched as her touch sent electric warmth through his veins. "How?" "A kiss," she whispered, leaning in. "And you will see." Their lips met, and the world exploded. Visions flooded Elias's mind. Lyria's homeworld, a paradise of crystalline spires and endless twilight. Her people, graceful and sorrowful, fading into extinction. And then her essence, her memories, her desires, merging with his. When they parted, Elias gasped, his body alight with newfound energy. "Now," Lyria purred, guiding him to the floating bed, "let me show you how we love." What followed was a symphony of touch, a dance of bodies and minds intertwined. Every caress resonated deeper than flesh, every whisper echoed in his soul. It was not just pleasure, it was transcendence. Chapter 4: The Dawn. Morning came too soon. Elias awoke, his body humming with residual energy. Lyria stood by a viewport, her back to him, watching the distant sunrise over X 4279. "It is done," she said softly. Elias sat up. "What happens now?" She turned, her eyes glowing faintly. "I carry your seed. My people will live again." A mix of awe and unease settled in his chest. "Will I ever see you again?" Lyria smiled, bittersweet. "Perhaps. When our child is born, they will know of you. And one day they may seek you out." Before he could respond, her ship's AI announced. Separation sequence initiated. The docking clamps disengaged. "Farewell, Elias Voss," Lyria whispered. "Remember our night. And know that across the stars, a part of you lives on." Then she was gone. Epilogue: The Legacy. Back aboard the Elysium's Dawn, Elias stared at the empty space where her ship had been. Kara broke the silence. "Captain, what happened?" Elias exhaled slowly, touching his lips where Lyria's kiss still burned in his memory. "I'm not entirely sure," he admitted. "But I think I just fathered the next generation of an alien race." The crew stared. Then Kara smirked. "Well, that's one hell of a mission report." Elias laughed, shaking his head. And as the ship turned toward home, he couldn't help but wonder, would Lyria ever return? And more importantly, would he be ready if she did?